welcome back to my channel. How is everyone? It's November. Like, what the heck? What? I just can't even believe that we are in November already. This year has completely flown by, and I know I'm not alone when I say this. I'm kind of glad it did because, well, it was one hell of a year for sure. But I am so happy because I love this time of year because, well, Thanksgiving is coming and Christmas is coming, and I mean, those holidays just bring me so much joy because you get to be with your family, and it's just such a magical time of the year, and I know we all need it. So I'm super excited for the holidays to come. We just celebrated Halloween, and that was definitely a little different this year. So typically we like to go trick-or-treating, as maybe many of you do as well, but this year, you know, due to the pandemic, due to the virus happening, we just didn't feel comfortable doing that. And we also didn't want to take that holiday away from my son just because he absolutely loves Halloween so much. I think that's probably his favorite holiday. He just loves it so much. So he was so excited about this holiday leading up to it. Like, he just loves to see Halloween decoration. It just brings him so much joy. So we definitely wanted to make sure that we did something this year for him regardless of the events happening. So what we decided to do is we actually ended up going to a family member's house that had a really big backyard, and we had each family member stand behind a table, and they were able to decorate the table of their choice. They were able to do anything they wanted. So since we actually dressed up as Spider-Man and Spider-Woman, we decided to do like a Marvel themed table. Somebody else was dressing up as Coco, so they did like a Dia de los Muertos themed table. So it was so much fun because they each went around each table and asked for candy. So it was just so cute, so personal, and they still had an absolute amazing time. So that was so great. But anyways, in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys some awesome, affordable ideas that you can do to your kitchen if you have a small space. So we rent this apartment, and my kitchen is very small. So we actually did some DIYs to elevate the look of my kitchen, to help us create space for some things that we had for a kitchen that just didn't fit, because we literally have such a limited amount of cabinet space that we needed to make sure that we utilize as much of this kitchen as possible. So funny enough, in a couple of my videos, I've had a lot of people ask me questions about this specific shelf right over my head, which I will get a little bit into more detail soon enough. But I just had so many people ask me questions on this shelf that I was like, there's got to be more people out there that want to know more about this, that want to know how to utilize small spaces. So that is what I'm going to be showing you guys today. I am going to be showing you guys all of the things that me and my husband did together collectively to really make this kitchen feel a little bigger and really utilize the space that we have, because we just don't have that much space and it stinks. I've actually never had a big kitchen because we live in a city, and for the most part all of the apartments are kind of narrow and long. So that is literally what my kitchen is. So we had to make it work somehow, and that is exactly what we did. So if you guys are interested, please continue to watch and possibly grab yourself a cup of coffee, because this might be a long one. I don't know. I don't talk too much. All right, enough chatter. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, I'm back now, and I'm just gonna take another sip of my coffee because, well, it's so freaking good. It is so cold around here that, like, for some reason, just coffee in the middle of the day is it's just so good. It's just so good. I love coffee. But okay, so I'm gonna start off with this shelf. I have had so many people, when I'm telling you so many people have contacted me asking me where I purchased this shelf. And guys, first of all, I knew I wanted a shelf in here because when I moved in, this was just like a blank. First of all, nothing here. There was nothing here. It was just a big blank wall. And yeah, it would be super cute to put pictures up. I mean, it would be adorable, right? But guess what? It's not gonna help me with space. And I wanted to make sure that I actually had a place to put things. So of course I thought of a shelf, but I was doing my research, and shelves, why? They're so expensive. Guys, when I'm telling you, like, I did my research, I looked long and hard for shelves, and they were so expensive. I mean, in the beginning I kind of put on like a thick long shelf. I think I went on Wayfair and I found something similar to the length that I wanted, and when I'm telling you that thing was almost $200, I think it was like $179. I have, first of all, it's a slab of wood. I have no time for that. Like, I'm not gonna pay $179. Maybe some people do, but it's just not what I wanted to do. But I knew that I needed a shelf, and I did find some shelves that if I bought 2 of them or 3 of them, it would be equivalent to one long one, but they were still expensive. Like, why are shelves so expensive? And brackets were so expensive. Like on Wayfair, I'm just like, what? Anyways, I was not about to do that. So what I decided to do is I went to Home Depot. So me and my husband took a trip to Home Depot, and we're like, you know what? Let's just check out wood, regular plain old wood, and see what they have. See if there's some way that maybe we can use that as a shelf. Guys, it was, first of all, there's hundreds of options. There's so many lengths, there's so many widths that this was the best way to go. So we ended up finding this wood. Mind you, it was just regular wood, and what we did is we decided to sand it down and buy wood stain that would kind of go with this right here that we bought, this island. We ended up doing a very light coat, let it dry, and this is what we came up with. This shelf right here, this entire shelf, from there to there, it's huge, okay guys? And it literally cost me $15 just for the shelf. The wood stain was about $6, and there you go. And then we went to Lowe's, so we were already there at Home Depot, but the brackets that they had just like were not very cute. And I did look online, but once again, they were expensive, or they just weren't like heavy duty, because we wanted to make sure they were heavy duty because I was gonna put a lot of things like my pots and my plates, some recipe books. So we ended up going to Lowe's, and we ended up finding these, and these were, if I'm not mistaken, $12 to $15, and we bought 3 of them, and it was the best idea that we could have done. Now we have a big old shelf. I mean, I guess I could probably put some paintings up there, but I don't know, I just don't want to do too much. So we were super happy with the way it came out, and honestly, it took no effort. It was so quick and easy. My husband put it up on the wall with my help. I mean, sort of with my help, but it ended up being so amazing that every time somebody comes to like, where'd you get that wood, because we can't find wood big enough, I'm like, girl, let me let you in on a secret. So the next thing that I wanted to show you guys is this island. So yes, this is a basic island, but we could have definitely just put a little table here with some stools, but like I said, I wanted to utilize the space that we had, because the only cabinet space that we have are these here and these here, which that's literally no space. So we decided to purchase this. So we ended up getting this in Wayfair, but honestly guys, it's amazing. It's a little beat up now because, well, we just do everything on this table. But it's incredible because I'm able to put baskets, which I bought these baskets at HomeGoods, and they were super cheap. The biggest basket was $14.99, and then $12.99, and then I want to say this one was $8.90 or $7.99. I think it was $7.99. But anyways, these are great because I put all these snacks here, more snacks and more snacks. And then I bought a really big one, and I decided to put the pot lids here. And yes, a lot of these things are showing, but honestly, it's better than just not having room for it. It can definitely be super annoying when I don't have these bins organized, but I don't really care because it is just so much better than having crap laying around or like snacks all over the place. I just have a lot of stuff. I'm like always prepared for some sort of apocalypse because I always have so much food. You just never know, clearly. And you might think I would have room in this cabinet, but since this is the only cabinet that I have, this is where I have like all my canned goods. So there's, as you can see, there is just no space. So I had to think of another way to make this happen, and we've had this thing for about 6 months, and I think it's doing pretty great. So, and also, I mean, if you really want to eat on this, we usually eat downstairs because we do have a dining room downstairs, but we can also eat quick breakfast here because we do have some stools. So it works out perfectly, honestly. It's super versatile. So if you do have a small kitchen, I would highly recommend you trying to get some type of island thing and storing things under it with some baskets. It's a charm. So the next thing that we did to the kitchen to make it appear larger is we actually ended up putting sticky tiles to our backsplash. So let me just flip you guys around and show you guys what I mean. So originally we had a very, very dark backsplash and it made the kitchen look so much smaller. So at first I was gonna paint it, but then I just figured that probably might be a little too sloppy, and I don't know, I just didn't trust myself doing that. So I decided to go on Amazon and see what they had, and I found these, which were amazing. So I bought a pack of 10 of these and they were $15. They were on sale. I don't know how much they're going for now, but I will link everything below that I have found on Amazon, and these were super great. Like, when I'm telling you, these are super adorable. So we decided to obviously get white. One, we have white cabinets, so it just was the best match. But not only that, it would just make the kitchen appear much larger than it is. We have literally splattered paint on them. These get wet all the time. They're still stuck on extremely well. They do not move. They have been amazing. The only thing I do have to say, it was definitely super time consuming. It did take quite a bit just because you want to make sure that the pattern aligns, but we also did get such a complicated pattern. You can literally just get like the tile ones, it'll be so much easier. But yeah, these are fantastic and they've definitely changed the look of the kitchen. So if you guys really want to revamp it, this is a really good way to go, because until like, and everyone that comes here thinks the tiles are real, and I'm just like, tricked ya. So let's move on to the next thing. So I actually did film a video on this, so if you are interested, check it out. I will link it down below. This is an item that I found on TikTok that went super viral, and I was super interested to see how it worked, and it worked so well. The only negative thing is that it does require a lot of batteries, but so far it has lasted, because it's not like you keep it on all the time. So I mean, at least for us, we just like to put it on like at nighttime, or specifically if, you know, my son wants to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, we'll turn it on really quick. But for the most part, it's turned off, so the battery life does conserve. So let me show you guys these lights, which I think they're so cute. So there are these lights right here, 1, 2, and 3, and they actually come with a remote control. So you just turn them on. And look at that. It literally just sticks right on, as you can see. You can actually turn it on and off with the touch, but guys, this thing is so amazing. It came in a pack of 6 and I absolutely love it. I just really do think that it changed the look of my small little kitchen area, and it was also affordable. So I highly recommend this, because everyone that comes here always asks me where I got these lights. I'm like, Amazon. Like, they're so good. And not only that, but you can use these lights for anything. You can use them as spotlights in your closet or just anywhere in general. These are amazing. Okay, so before I get to my next thing, I'm gonna take another sip of coffee. So good. Okay, so the next thing we did is we changed our cabinet knobs to these guys right over here. So they're just gold. They're kind of like a bronzy gold. So when we first moved in, the kitchen looked super bland, and the entire cabinet area just looked really boring. So I wanted to spruce things up, and originally they had these round knobs, and yes, I could have totally just spray painted them, but it still wasn't it. Like, I really wanted to change the look of them, because it just wasn't the right vibe. So I updated it to these. One, it was so easy to do. I'm really not the handy type of person. My husband usually takes care of all that stuff, but I was able to do this in minutes. So I actually did purchase these at Home Depot, but you can get them for cheaper. I've actually seen them on Amazon for cheaper. It's just that I am a very impatient person, and believe it or not, I didn't even want to wait a couple days for these to come in. So the day that we were actually getting the shelf, we went to the knob section and we ended up getting these, and they're amazing. Like, I love them. They're super durable. I don't know how that ones from Amazon will be. They literally look identical. You can get a larger pack for a better price. And if I find them, I will link them down below, because funny enough, I actually did see someone on TikTok. God, I love TikTok. I did see somebody DIY these old drawers, and they ended up actually purchasing these same exact knobs from Amazon. So maybe I'll go to her page and get that link for you guys. But honestly, they're amazing, and they've totally elevated my cabinets. Okay, so the next thing that we have done to help us with our small kitchen is this right over here. So I found this at Home Goods. It was on sale. I think it was like $13. It was a different color, so all I did was spray paint it to match the bronze that I have in other parts of the kitchen. And the good thing about this, I'm sorry, this is kind of like messy, sloppy, but I love this. And here is why. One, I have a lot of condiments, a lot. There's even more behind this. It is so nice and boxy that so much fits in it. And I love it because I'm able to see everything from any angle. And usually when I'm cooking, I'm like hysterical trying to look for things, and like you can just see everything. I don't know, there's just something about visually being able to see everything. I can just grab it and use it. So I literally have my condiments, some pinch bowls, my measuring cups, and then the best part about this is this. Like I said, I don't really have enough places for storage, so these hooks are super clutch because I get to hang my colanders here, my measuring cup, my mitts. Like literally there's just so much that you can do with this. And on top of that, it even has an additional shelf up there. And yeah, it's kind of like random crap, like this plant and this syrup and this candle holder, but guys, guess what? I have room. I literally love that thing so much, and because it's metal, I don't know, I just kind of feel safer. Like I feel like things are more secure because I feel like it can hold more weight. But I absolutely love that thing, and like I said, it was so cheap. I just spray painted it and bam, that's it, it's done, and I use it every day. Like it holds so much stuff. It's amazing. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to add to this video is, I don't know if you guys can tell, I don't have a dishwasher, so I have to wash everything by hand. And I do have a dish rack right here on my counter, but I don't have counter space. Like I just don't. Like I don't have any counter space, hence why I had to buy something else. So another little trick that somebody taught me is to actually put my dish rack away. Typically we wash dishes every single day, numerous times a day, unfortunately. But what I started doing is I actually clear it up, which I never used to do. I just used to like let it sit there, but then it would just like irritate me because I wouldn't have any space. So what I have started to do, and if you guys are able to do this, this is a tip that has helped me save some counter space. So literally empty it out and put it away, okay? I never used to do that, and I didn't even think it was an option. I'm always like, whatever, I'll just keep it there. I hardly have space. If you remove this, look how much space I have, guys. And I just literally put it down here, right on top of some things that I have in here. That's it. It's out of your way. And like I said, it's something so simple, but I've just never done it before, and it makes the world of a difference when you don't have space in your kitchen. So I hope some of these tips have helped you guys, because honestly, I just try to think of different things that I can do, and there's probably more things that I can do, but I also don't want it to feel too cramped in here. I hate that feeling, just too much crap all over you. Like it stresses me out so much. So I wanted to make sure that I did minimal things, but that I really utilized the things that I was putting into the kitchen to make sure, one, it made the kitchen look better as a whole, and two, it helped me with space, which was major for me. So hopefully there are some things in this video that can help you out if you have a small kitchen, or if you're simply a renter, because I have been renting for years now. So some of these things can really elevate your kitchen without you having to remodel things because you don't own the property. So I've always tried to figure out ways to kind of make it my own, but it just be temporary, and the day that we move, we can remove all this stuff and keep it moving. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I really hope that you guys got inspired and maybe got some ideas off of this video. So my friends, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And if you're new here and you're just stopping by to see some DIYs, hi, my name is Jackie, and I'm a mom to a wonderful little 3-year-old boy named Lucas, and I'm married to my husband, sweetheart, and I love documenting our lives. I love to do hauls, and I think I'm gonna do a couple more DIY videos just because, well, it's one of my favorite hobbies to do. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next video. Stay safe out there, my friends. Bye.